My project was to focus on the behavior of ants while focusing especially on how ants interact and communicate with each other. This structured behavior I found shows ants seem to be wandering around searching for food. This behavior interacts a serious drive and motivation. We observe a focal sampling with these fire ants in a systematically observational way. Those that were roaming around would sometimes come from a random direction or place, with others leaving the lines. Even though ants rely heavily on pheromones to follow and find trails, be led to food, the colony, etc., they also rely on visual and other cues and are allowed quite a degree of freedom from which allows them to explore the area past that given trails, according to Springer 2014. The causation part, ants exchange pheromones, rub their heads against each other, as well as antennas and mandibles. They are communicating through indirect methods that help them to stay organized and to be led to food that other ants have found and communicate warnings. In the development way, according to Nature's Publishing Group 2016, ants have hydrocarbons that have some sort of effect on the growth and development of larvae to help the ants reach adulthood. The evolutionary aspect, when an ant finds a large food source, the ant would find its scent so that others of the colony were able to locate it and help transport more food. The function, as we can see, the ants are climbing over each other to eventually form their path line back to the colony. The ants in this clip were going back and forth in formed lines, and others were scouting off trails for more food and other things. As we see here, the ants are traveling in a spaced outline, working with each other and interacting. It is likely that these ants are all part of the same colony. You can also see that the ants are going in both directions on the same line or route. Despite there being lines of ants to follow, I could not seem to locate the entrance to the anthill. Part of the reason for this is there just being an abundance of ants in the overall area. Although it is hard to see from these clips, due to the ants being extremely small, the ants would often be carrying small bits of most likely food to carry back to the colony. They could also be observed sometimes sharing or transferring what is in their mandibles with other ants.